Hey divas, this is Anna. I promised I would do a tutorial on how I use my pencils to color my images. Okay, let me throw out my disclaimer. 1, I am not a professional. 2, I am not, certified in anything. This is just the way I do it. Works for me. And maybe if you don't get everything that I do, maybe you'll take pieces of it and that'll help you. So I just got quite a few requests on this, so I was actually excited. So I was like, okay, well, if the girls ask, then I'm going to do it. So let's start off with the simple basic stuff, okay? 1, let me show you the mineral spirits that I use, which is what blends. Okay, I have everything. I don't want to lift it up because I have everything perfect. This is what I get from Michael's. It's the Mona Lisa Odorless Paint Thinner. And you will see in, let's see, where does it have it? Normally it says right up the top. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. Here we go. 100% odorless mineral spirits. Okay. So this is what I use. It's a paint thinner. Okay. And then I do is I just put it down in one of these bottles because this thing is like ginormous. Okay. Next thing I use stubs. Those are these right here. They all have their own little measurements. This right here is for the detail into small little pieces. This is perfect. And this is how I bought this right here. I purchased from Aaron Brothers. Okay. And then I use one of the real, this is a metal. I don't use the sharpeners from like the kids section and stuff like that. I like to use the heavier weight type sharpener because it just does a better job on the pencils. Okay. And also too, I did purchase this too from Aaron Brothers, and this right here is what you use to sharpen your pencils. Now, you can go to Aaron Brothers or any type of art store and purchase something like that, or just bust out your old school little nail file and make sure that this right here is not real coarse. Okay, you kind of want like a medium to a soft type coarse. You don't want it too hard because all these is paper. It's just really compacted paper. And also too, when you do have to file this down, because that's how you remove the color. So when you use a color, and let's say this is red, and you're done using red, right? Like this one I'm using black. Okay, so all you do, and you do it like this. Do not do it like this. You need this to stay pointy, so you want to keep it with the same shape. Okay, it's hard to see here and do it on camera as I go here. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and you see I've removed it. Nail file. Okay, but what I like to do sometimes is certain ones, for instance, the one I do the skin tone, this is what I use for my skin tone. I won't use this for anything else. Okay, because it's such a light color, I don't want to even take the chance of possibly not getting it all. So this is what I use just for skin. So we'll never use a stub for anything else. Okay, so you could do that by multiple stubs that are only for like all your blue family, one for all your red family, and do it that way. Or if you don't want to have to buy that many stubs, then that's what you do. You file it. Okay, then next, this right here, this is how I do stuff. I'll sit there and I'll play with it first. Always test it first before you actually put it on your image. And like for instance, on the Crayola pencils, what I use for skin is tan and sand. Okay, so you see it's tan and sand. These are the two colors. This is the one I color the whole face image with, and then this is where I go like right under the hairline. This is what I use for that. Okay, so now I'm gonna get to, okay, I'm gonna do an image using these colors. I already picked out my paper, and these are the colors I want to use on my image. Okay, let me just show you an image I already colored up. Okay, and if you notice her hair, that's because I used stickles on it. Okay, I just wanted to add a little extra something. Okay, so I had already done her skin, her eye color, This is suitcases. This is the stuff hanging out of it, little camera. Super duper cute image. Kind of like a missing you type of image. Wish you were here image. You know, whatever else you can think of. So this is using my colored pencils. Okay? So I just wanted to show you. Okay. I'm going to color this little image. And here is one of the image. This is an image I colored previously. So I'm going to go ahead and color her, but I'm not going to use the same colors. And this right here, all I used, because she's like a little girl with a tutu on, so I just stayed all in the pink family. I didn't change it up. Okay, and these are little tights she's wearing. These are not her actual legs. And then her little combat boots, super cute. Isn't she adorable? Okay, so I have her here. I have a second here just in case I mess up. Because ladies, I am no pro at giving a tutorial. So whatever mistake I make, you are all going to see it. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, let's get started with her face. Let me see if I can do my pencil without running into the camera. Because they're long. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to color her image, her face in. Okay, now when I color her, I do circles. With pencils, I've noticed I do not like doing lines because you tend to still see the lines even when you use your mineral spirits. So I don't like to use the lines if I don't have to. So a lot of the times I'll just color in circles, and in certain areas, you know, you're going to have to use, you're going to have to do lines, but just don't press so hard. I think that's probably going to be the biggest thing, is to not press super hard on these, because you could always, once you use your mineral spirits, you could always use them again over it, you know, so don't feel that you have to press real hard. See? Now let's go ahead and get her hand. Make sure I'm going to color her hand in. Then I'm going to color, make sure, because as you guys are watching here, I'm looking to the side of here so I can see exactly and not in the camera, because things don't look as good when you're trying to do it through the camera lens. Okay, so there, I've colored all her skin in, and I used my sand. Okay, there we go. That's my sand. Now I'm going to go in with tan. Okay. There we go. Okay, now this is where you're going to want, and another thing, I'm not fabulous when it comes to which way the light is. This is just kind of what I roll with. Which one, I always know it's going to be darker right under the hair. That's going to be like a common sense type thing. So I color in circular motions underneath her hair. Okay, and a little to the side of her face. Okay. And I'm going to do it in circular motions, and I'm not pressing hard. So just keep that in mind, okay? And then we're going to do down here. Okay, and then down here. Make sure I'm still in frame. Okay. Okay, so now you see how there's little darker lines all the way around where you want it to be. Now, we're going to use the magic potion, which is your mineral spirits. And when I tip it in, okay, you see, I don't tip the whole thing in, just the tip. Okay. And then this also, when you blend, circular motions. Okay. Okay, and you want to do all the areas, not just the part that you're blending, but everything's to remove any type of strokes that you may have. Okay, and the mineral spirits kind of, it lasts you for a little bit. You'll notice when you're coloring it in that if like because you're going to be like, well, how do you know when to re-dip it back in again? Well, when you start coloring and then you see that nothing is moving. That is when you're going to know. Okay, and it looks like I missed her neck a little bit, so I'm just gonna color it in there. Okay. Alright. Okay, so there is her skin. Okay, do you see it? Okay, there you go. So pencils are super easy. You don't have to worry about using 15 color or different shades. So there's my skin. Okay, now I'm going to move this stub because that's what I only use that for that. Let me close my mineral spirits so I don't knock it down and make a hot mess. And I decided to go ahead and do her hair black. So what I use is, there we go, I use the black and the gray. Now when you get these pencils, it doesn't have light gray, medium gray. It's just one gray, one black. Okay. Now this part right here tends to be a little darker when you squeeze in the hair. So of course I'm doing circular motions and I am not pressing hard. Okay. And I'm going to show you a trick on something too. Okay. Okay, these are her roots and she has bangs. So we're going to color the bang part. We're going to color this part. We're going to color down here because this is closest to her head. We're going to do it down here. Same thing. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and we are going to take this down a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and get the gray. And we're just going to go out on the bottom a little bit of the black. Okay. Circular motions, not pressing hard. And always know that when you're using color pencils, it's not going to give you the same type of look that, what do you call it? Like Copics. It's not going to give you that deep, dark look. This is just it's meant to be a softer look. Okay. Now I have my own stub that I'm going to use just for black. Okay. So right here, circular motion. And then you'll see that you're dragging the color out. Okay. So you're just going to start blending all the colors in. Pull it out. Okay. Same thing. Pull it out. Same thing here. Little corners. Right here, since remember I showed you black, I didn't do any gray. I don't need to. Because you see how it blended that out? So you don't need to do the gray on the little spots like that. You're good. You just use the black, and the black, it'll push it out. Okay. Now you have her bangs, which is, and we're going to pull out just a little bit more. Okay. So you see her hair is coming together. Okay, now we're going to put a little bit of black at the bottom. Circular motion. Okay. I'm going to get the stub and I'm going to dump it in just a little bit more. Because this does dry. It's not meant to stay wet. Okay. And then we're just going to circular motion. Everything is in circular motion. Okay. Okay, so you see how it's coming out. Oops, my little thing is in the way. Okay, and if you want to add it to make it a little darker, you can go over it. Just because you used your mineral spirits, it doesn't mean you cannot go over it. You can totally go over it. Okay. Oops. There we go. Go ahead and dump that in. And the pencils that I bought, I just got them from, you can get them at Michael's. Michael sells them, but I believe I got them at Target because it was 50 to a box. Now this is a 50 box count one. I don't know if it looks any different in the smaller boxes, honestly. This is just from the 50 count, okay? So there's her hair, okay? That was just using the black and the gray. All right, now let's go ahead and take the gray back. I'm going to color her little can that she's coloring, or that she's coloring, that she's listening to. And I'm going to go ahead. Did I totally miss her ears? Okay, let's go ahead and color the can part. Okay, circular motion. And also too, ladies, let's say that, for instance, oh, I'll show you in a minute. I don't want to confuse y'all. I will show you in a moment. Okay. Okay, do you see how I only use the one color and it blends it out? So you don't need to worry. Just color darker in the one section you want and then it'll blend it out. Now, if you have like that heart that's right there, I'm not going to do a bunch of different colors. But even though you're coloring with one color, you still want to use your mineral spirits on it, because you're going to notice the difference in this if you, let me use a different step. You're going to notice the difference here if you don't color it in comparison to the rest of your image. So you still need to make sure, you know, you blend it, okay? So there, that's that. Now we're going to go ahead and use, okay, it was these colors. Okay, this one right here, I'm going to be blending. I can't pronounce that name. Cerulean and light blue. Okay. Alright. Actually, let's go ahead and do this first. Okay, the color I'm going to use her belt is called Harvest Gold. There we go. Harvest Gold. And excuse my hands, ladies, I'm working on a really big project, so I tried my best to at least make sure, you know, my nails were done. But I still have paint, glue, and stuff on my hands, so if you see that, please don't hate me for it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's get her belt out of the way. Okay. This one right here, you see I'm doing it in lines because it's only a little piece. It's a little portion. So it's not going to be, you know, a super big deal. Alright, so there's another one. I'm going to blend this out and it'll turn out lighter. The mineral spirits lightens it up. You see, like it goes on darker, but then it lightens it up. So do not be fooled with when you lay it down, it will change it. Alright, so this one right here is the cerulean, is what I'm using first. Okay, this is where I'm going to do her little tutu in. Okay. Alright, and the image that I showed you first was the same place that I bought this Digi image from. And if you ladies want to know, I mean, it's saturated. Oh, I can't get it out. It's saturated something. I'm sure you ladies are like, geez, lady, it saturated this, and I'm forgetting. You know, we all have brain farts when we're doing videos. So, yeah, it's them, saturated something. But if you need to know, I definitely can let you know where I got it, because they have like the most awesome images ever. Okay. All right. So take this down a little bit more. Okay, actually I'm going to do it right here. Take this down a little bit more. Alright, now we're going to go in with the light blue. And we're just lightly coloring, okay? Don't go crazy. Don't press too hard. We are breaking lead pieces and stuff, because you can always go over again when you're done. So If you want it darker, you don't have to press hard, because then you're going to ruin the image. Okay, let me go back here and finish it up here. Alright, running out of minutes, so I need to hurry. Okay, and now we're going to blend it all in. Okay, some more mineral spirits. Color in circles, and you gotta focus, make sure you don't go outside the lines, because there is no eraser for this one, you know, like with your Copics, you have your blending marker. So you just want to be careful and be creative if you do make a mistake, because believe me, I've done it, and us crafters, we know how to fix a boo-boo. Okay, so now, you know, I see where I may want to, you know, take it a little deeper in here, take it a little deeper in here. See how I already used my mineral spirits, but I can continue adding more. Okay, I'm blending it some more. Okay, down to like a few minutes, ladies. Try to pick something fast that wouldn't, okay. There we go. So we have that, and then we're going to do her little combat boots in black. Once again, circular motions. Okay, actually we're going to color the bottom part too. I'm not going to change the color up on it. And on this one I won't need to use gray. I'm just going to go ahead and use the black. And we're going to blend it out. Okay. Okay, I'm running out of time. I need to hurry. If in case, there we go. Got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Jeez, can a girl get a break here? And I don't edit, honey. So whatever you see is what you see. There is zero editing. That's probably the reason why I don't normally do tutorials, because you know what, I give you ladies credit that do all that editing. You guys are stinking awesome. I don't think I have the patience for it. Okay, oops, sorry. The image totally moved over. I don't know how much of that you missed. Gosh, dog it. So I'm not going to do her stockings because it's going to cut out in 1 minute and 40 seconds. But there, I try to do it when there's daylight out so you can get a better view of it. See, and these are the colors I chose because, oops. Okay, because you see how the color is on here, so that's why I wanted to use those colors for this image. Okay, so I'm going to do her stockings. I'm not going to do them right now because I don't have, actually let's see if I can do it really quick. See if we can get it in there before it cuts out. I'm down to 1 minute, ladies. Talk about crunch time. Man, super stressed. Now what did I do with my stub? Ah! Okay, well, I think it's this one. Okay, I'm gonna go back in, circular motions, and drag the color out. And I grabbed the wrong stub because now it colored it brown. That's awesome. Alright, see? You get the uh-ohs. I actually can go back in there and I'll darken it up a little bit. But ladies, this is kind of how it works to do the images. And I hope that helped out, letting you know the stuff that I use and everything else. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much for even asking me to do something. I'm privileged to have done it for you ladies. And maybe I'll do another one and just be better organized on how to do it. I tried to take everything out in advance, but apparently it still wasn't working. Okay, ladies, so you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye!